Hello, everyone. The Same Game Season 2, Episode 2 will be getting started here shortly. If you're seeing me in the corner, yes, I look like an after-school teacher who teaches you how to play classical guitar, but I can't. Same Game will be getting started here shortly in 5 minutes. And thank you so much for watching. And I would like to tell you right now that all of our shows here at the Fresnel Theater in CSZ Maine are free of charge, thanks to contributions by viewers like you. If you feel so inclined, or if you're able to, please consider a donation at Fresnel Theater on Venmo, info@fresneltheater.org on PayPal, or go to www.tinyurl.com/Fresnel Theater donate. All that information can be found in our description of the video. Thank you so much for sharing and liking and sticking with us. We'll be getting started here in 5 minutes. Once again, thank you so much for sticking around and checking out the Same Game with us tonight. Tonight we've got two wonderful contestants. Their names are Ann Niel and Adi Healer. Stick around to check them out here, starting in 3 minutes. everyone, and welcome to The Same Game. It's like the match game, but different enough for us to avoid copyright infringement. We're welcoming you to here tonight and glad to have you, but you're not here to see me, Matt the announcer. Instead, you're here to see our wonderful panelists. Let's welcome out our panelists. From Portland, Maine, Eric Darrow Worthley. From somewhere in New Jersey, Julie Stinkoff. From the wonderful town of Beaverton, Jay Rambo. From Portland, Oregon, it's Amy and Jaja. Jaja and Amy. And from Buffalo, it's Lucas Colon. Coming to us all the way from Jersey Shore, it's Rhea Torricelli. And your host, the one, the only, making their debut, John Lascurettes.
Hey, everybody. And that's right, it is my debut, and I am the one and only because there's so few Lascurettes in the world. It's sad, but it makes us unique. Anyhow, welcome to The Same Game. The Same Game is a game that is matching a game you may have seen in your childhood or in syndication. Only we don't match things, we same things. Hey, let's talk to the panel before we introduce our contestants. Let me go first to Amy and Jaja.
Hi!
Who wants to volunteer how you guys are doing?
I will tell you.
Okay.
We
Go ahead, Jaja.
average out to pretty good.
Pretty good. So you say you average out, that means one of you is doing better than the other one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know which one? I can tell you which one.
Well, I do, but I feel like I was prying if I went any further.
You have already pried with your eyes. It's me. I'm not doing so great.
Oh no, Jaja, I'm so sorry.
I'm not good in the heat. Look at the fur.
Yeah, it looks like maybe one of your ribbons might be coming undone in your hair as well. Your fur.
Oh no, yeah, I'm a mess.
Yeah. Do you prefer to that I refer to it as hair or pelt? Or fur? Fur, okay.
Fur.
I'll honor that.
Pelt is gross. That's like dead stuff.
Okay. Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Lucas!
Lucas!
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah? You're awfully close to that wall.
Yeah, the wall and I are very good friends at this point. Been with me through all of quarantine, so gotten to know each other very well.
Is that a protective thing? Like you just like having your back to the wall and then you like observe the room? Or are you in just a very tiny place?
I prefer to think of it as the wall having my back, because the background can be so many different things. It's also surprisingly more comfortable than you think sitting on the floor.
Nice. Jay, you introduced yourself with a Go Sports team. Who are you rooting for right now?
Right now, I would be rooting for not the local team.
Okay. Wait, so you would be rooting for not the local team. Does that mean you're not rooting for them, or they're not available to be rooted for?
I am rooting against them.
Okay.
My preferred team is playing in town tonight as the visitors. But
yes. So ordinarily, you're their fan. It's sort of like adjacent to being a fair-weathered fan.
I'm being vaguely their fan.
All right.
Tonight.
Excellent. Well, without any further delay, we should probably introduce our contestants. Why don't we bring on Adi and Dan?
Joining us all the way from Boston, Massachusetts, it's Adi Heller. And joining us from Fair Oaks, California, it's Daniel Ryan Hansen.
We gotta love those Fair Oaks. The very even-handed oaks.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, how are things much farther south to you on the West Coast right now?
Oh, fantastic and very hot. Thank you.
Yeah, it's hot up here in Portland today, too.
Mm-hmm.
I had to shut off my fans in the room for audio purposes for this show, and it's already heated up a few degrees. How are things on the East Coast there, Adi?
They're good. It's a more mild temperature, which is nice. And Yeah, we've got googly eyes.
Excellent. It looks like you might have all kinds of stores of things directly behind you.
Yes, that's right.
All right, without any further ado, Dan won the coin toss before the game started. And Dan, would you like, for round one, would you like question A or question B?
Gonna go with question B.
All right. Question B. Dumb Donald was so dumb.
Yeah.
How
How
dumb
dumb
was
was
he?
Dumb Donald was so dumb, he thought the Boxer Rebellion was about blank. Dumb Donald was so dumb, he thought the Boxer Rebellion was about blank. So we'll just kind of let that keep going. Matt, how are you doing? I asked everybody else how they were doing. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Back to doing the announcing side of things, which makes me happy because I don't have to show my face. Speaking of
we
not
like your
showing your face, today's sponsor is still wearing masks. Yeah, the mandates may be gone, but maybe you like it. You do you, girl. Still wearing masks. Back to you, John.
Thanks, Matt. It looks like just about everybody's done there. Rhea's maybe doing little pretty pictures with hers or something. So, Dan, I'm going to ask you now. Dumb Donald was so dumb, he thought the Boxer Rebellion was about...
The rebellion of the crew of Rocky Five.
All right. I will accept any combination of Rocky. So, let's start off with Julie. Do you have a saying there?
I've always wanted to say this word in front of a live platform. It's underpants.
The Boxer Rebellion was about underpants. I see the
It
connection
was,
there. Yeah.
at least
All
from
right.
my memory was.
Okay. That unfortunately is not a same. We will move on to Eric.
Well, a couple ways to go. Kept it simple.
Okay. Yep. I see the Boxer Association there too. Not a same. Rhea, do you have a same there?
Yeah, I got to go with my brethren in Jersey. Unfortunately, not a match, but underwear choice. That.
Yep. So you and Julie have samed. On to our other three panelists. We're 0 for 3 so far, but we're going to see if we can find you a same, Dan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Amy and Jaja, what did you put down?
I'm sorry, but we have underwear.
Oh,
Seems like we're starting to see what the preferred answer was here. So sorry, Dan. But this
sports was
happens a lot.
sports was
Yeah.
a mistake.
Lucas, what did
So
you
was
put down?
Rocky 5.
Apparently, I'm honorary Jersey tonight because I also wrote underwear.
There you
Yeah.
go. All right. And finally, Jay. What
Well,
have we got?
I did go into the sports realm a little bit, but I figured, you've heard of like microwaves that'll spy on you and stuff like that. So Dumb Donald figured, all the appliances are kind of have that AI. So the rebellion was the George Foreman grills not working.
Awfully close. I don't think George Foreman... Did he make a cameo in a Rocky movie? I don't know. I don't think he did. So unfortunately, that's as close as we got to a Rocky movie there, Dan. Unfortunately. So we're kicking off the round, still at 0-0. Time for the second part of the round, which is going to be A. You do not get a choice, Adi, but this is your question. Panelists, if New York City is the Big Apple, Jersey City is the Big blank.
Oh,
Really? Really? Mm-hmm.
So, John, since nobody got to ask you yet, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I mean, I could be better. I'm looking for work, but I'm not doing a good job of doing the actual looking part.
Speaking of looking for work, let's talk to our sponsor, ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter is the easiest way to look for work online or to look for employees. Right now, if you use the promo code Same Game 2021. You will save 15% off your first job posting at ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter.com. You want to work with zippers? That's what I think this is about.
Nice save. I was about to say, I think that's a real company, so won't people be disappointed when they look for their 15% discount?
Well, when they do, they'll contact me and I'll get that money. That sweet, sweet ZipRecruiter money.
All right. Looks like everybody's pretty much in. So, Adi, we come to you. If New York City is the Big Apple, then Jersey City is the big blank.
Jersey City is the big Taylor ham.
The big what ham?
Taylor ham.
Taylor ham? What?
If you don't know it, go find it.
He means pork rolls, John, is what he
Bravo,
means.
Adi.
Pork roll.
I think we're getting a little geographical regionalism going here.
That was great. That was good.
All regionalisms are geographic based.
Yes. So we will start right within that geographic region and say, Julie, can you show us one of these hams that Adi
I'm not going to say underpants again, but I'm going to say crab apple.
The big crab apple. Okay. How about we go to Eric? What have we got from you?
No, I'll admit this was a long shot. Swing and a miss. Persimmon. Persimmon. I have a feeling it's gonna catch on.
Yeah. Rhea, I'm gonna save you for last as the most representative person of Jersey. So how about Jay?
I've only been to Jersey a couple times, and really only got to Atlantic City. So I've got the big slot machine.
There you go. Lucas?
Not the big crab apple, but I went with the big rotten apple.
Ooh, yes.
Oh, boy, it looks like Rhea's gonna have words later. And Jaja and Amy.
The question to the judge. Some people Taylor ham looks like rotten apple.
Nope.
Yep. No, the judges say no. Jaja and Amy, can you show us a ham?
Bear with me here. I said this because I know there's a beach or a shore in Jersey, and there might be people getting sunburned. So it's the big aloe.
Aw, how thoughtful of you. As a matter of fact, there is a Jersey Shore, and Rhea runs a comedy sports theater there called Jersey Shore. Don't you, Rhea?
I sure do, John. But that's not my answer. I figure since Jersey City is New York City adjacent and also full of many New York people, if New York's the Big Apple, then Jersey City's the Big Tart.
Well done. So we close out game one of round one, 0-0. On to game two. Dan, you got to pick first last time since nobody took the lead. Adi, do you want A or B?
A is for a D. Let's go with
Okay,
it.
well, there we go. Back to A. Question A. The new saint in Catholicism is Taylor Swift, patron saint of blank. Panelists, the newest saint in Catholicism is Taylor Swift, patron saint of blank. So while they're thinking of that, and we wait for there it is. The music has started. I don't know my saints real well, even though my extended family is very Catholic.
How Catholic are they?
They have mass appeal.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice.
That was pretty good right off the cuff.
Woo! Pew, pew, pew.
All right, Lucas is still writing there, and looks like a couple people are in. Jaja's doing a little I've written it down jig. That's a nice little jig you're doing there, Jaja.
Thanks, not bad for, someone without legs.
I'm not ableist. All right, panelists, how are we doing? Looks like everybody's in. So it's probably safe to go to Adi here and say, Adi, the question to you now is, the newest saint in Catholicism is Taylor Swift, patron saint of blank.
Shaking it off.
Shaking it off. Relevant and clever. All right.
Relevant.
Let's go straight to Rhea, since she went last time.
I figure since all of her songs are about her exes, she's the patron saint of all exes.
I think the world could use a patron saint of exes. That would be a good thing. Jay, what did you put down?
I was thinking shakes, but I just went with pop music.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of people in pop music that think they are the patron saint of pop music. None bigger than... Never mind.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah, Grande means big, yeah.
Did you see Areola Grande?
Kind of a big deal.
Eric.
Yes, I did.
Eric, do you have a shaking it off answer for us? Uh-oh. We'll come back to Eric because he seems...
I'm back.
Yeah.
No, I'm
go.
not.
You are.
Am I? I'm back. Yay. Okay. That was the perfect time for the Wi-Fi to cut out.
I understand.
I figure saints are usually, they get their job based on how they were martyred. And she's just getting martyred by more and more studio time.
Patron saint of studio time. Julie?
Yeah?
We got anything shake related for Adi?
No, I said patron saint of cardigans.
All right.
Okay.
They
Good night,
were the
folks.
cardigans.
Thank you.
Lucas.
I was really excited about that.
Yeah, I said patron saint of record labels.
Yeah.
Ah.
All right. And I was going through my list here, and there's did I cover everybody?
No.
Oh, Jaja! I'm so sorry. I was so distracted by your little jig earlier. I didn't realize I hadn't asked you your answer.
It is the jig of distraction, that is why.
It is. Some might call you the patron saint of distraction. However, we need your answer. All right, so we close out round 1 with 0-1.
So excited.
With leading the way. Let's go ahead and talk to our panelists here. Or no. Strike that. Because we still have the other side of this. Dan needs to.
About to say, do I get a rebuttal?
In this round. Yeah.
As long as you're wearing boxers.
We were thrown off by getting a same. It's very confusing for us.
I know, it's so exciting.
Right.
Also, Jaja did a little dance of distraction there again when she got the right answer.
We were all distracted.
All right, Dan and panelists, this is your question. Number B. I told my son he needed to eat more green things. He's doing a good job of it. However, this morning I caught him making a salad with blank. So I'll read that again. I told my son he needed to eat more green things. But this morning I caught him making salad with blank. Oh, looks like Dan has his answer. Save that as people continue to write down. This is a fun game because you just look for the front of people's heads instead of the top of them, and that's how you know when they're done. Is that your technique, Matthew, normally?
Yes, it is. I'm also distracted while creating a bit.
You don't... A bit for Matthew? Really?
Does he do
Who
bits?
would have thought?
All right. right. Well, it looks like everybody's pretty much ready except for Eric, and that might just be because he's frozen again. So here he is waving. I will stall for a moment longer.
Eric, can you hold up today's newspaper so we know it's a live video?
No, I can't.
Yes, that was Jay doing a bit of distraction instead of a jig of distraction. Anyhow, looks like everybody's in. So, Dan, what is your answer to, I told my son he needed to eat more green things, but this morning I caught him making a salad with blank.
I was trying to think of universal things that are universally known as green, and I thought of cash. So I'm going with cash.
All right. Cash. Money. Moolah. All right. Let us go to Lucas.
Yes, because I would be so excited to eat a salad made out of this. I wrote down green Laffy Taffy.
Ow! Yeah.
Now, is green Laffy Taffy, is that like sour apple, or is it just some mysterious green flavor?
That was
Lime?
watermelon.
Watermelon?
Like some, yeah, watermelon.
Okay.
Watermelon.
Best flavor.
All right. Eric, before you freeze again, what did you put down?
I'll admit I got a little bit distracted dealing with the Wi-Fi, so I don't know if it makes a whole lot of sense, but...
Green Day reference. Okay, I get it. All right.
Beautiful.
Ria, do we have any moolah?
I mean, you use cash money to buy them, but I went with green M&Ms.
Yeah, so far, my green M&M coin just has not taken off. So, Jay, do we have any cash for Dan?
No, I actually match with Rhea.
You have them in front of you.
I do. These are actually the key limes, so there's extra green.
Wow.
Oh. All right. Jaja.
I want candy so much right now.
I
I
promise you
said-
can go.
Money, honey!
And there we have a match for Dan. All right. You guys are tied up. We have one
I
more
didn't
answer
give my
to go
answer.
here. I know.
Oh.
I said we have one more answer to go here.
Oh, yep.
Julie, you can either put Dan into the lead or he remains tied. What did you put down?
Oh, because he's a kid, I said boogers.
Oh.
Something else I always wanted to say on screen live in front of people, along with underpants. You're welcome, world.
We're in Jersey
A lot
proud.
about
Julie.
Julie tonight.
I
All
try
right,
so
so
hard.
we close out round one, tied up 1-1. There was nobody I forgot there, right? I got you all. Yeah, I did. So let me just talk to you, Julie. What other words would you like to say? This is we'll give you 15 seconds to say whatever words you've been wanting to say online.
Hello. Thank you for having me. I don't need to say those words anymore. I already got them out of the system. But happy to be here to be with all of you this evening.
All right.
Making sames.
I think you're holding back, but just feel free to say those words you want at any point. They don't even have to be one of the answers.
Only when I write them down on the cards can I then vocalize them.
I see. It's not.
But not
about
until
saying...
that point.
All right, I get you. Eric, I empathize with you. My network is often just buggering out, and I don't know why. I've done everything I can to try to make it stable, and sometimes it only seems to affect like my devices, and the family and everybody else in the house is fine. So I don't know.
It seems to be working now. That's little.
That's all that matters.
Gerbils have got the gerbils have got the hamster wheel going, and that's.
Yeah, we don't specify that they have to be hamsters. Come on.
No, that might be why it's not working, because they don't fit exactly right. Like it's designed for hamsters, but they got gerbils running on it.
Cool.
You
Rhea,
can get an adapter.
No.
how are things in Jersey Shore? I miss you. You used to live here.
I miss you too. I miss you too like crazy. They're great. Things are great. Wet, which is great for the garden, but not so great for the suntan. But yeah, no, growing things. I just picked like another 2 or 3 pounds worth of strawberries out of my garden today. I don't know. I'm pretty, life is pretty darn good right now, so I can't complain. Can I say all the words I've been wanting to say?
Yes, I'll give you 5 seconds.
Putrescence, Charlemagne, phantasmagoric, sedimentary, and flagrant.
Those are a fine cadre of words.
Thank you.
Cadre is a great word.
Thank
That's
you.
also a fabulous word.
Minuscule.
All right, on to round 2.
But before we do that, John, we just want to let everybody know about our sponsor for the evening. We have a new one that just came in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we do. We have a brand new sponsor just came in. Give me 1 second. Our new sponsor is... Let's see here. Where are you?
Hey, in the meantime, while you're trying to
Here we
find
go.
your
There's
sponsor.
our new
Oh, there you
sponsor.
go.
Our new sponsor is Jersey City, the Big Persimmon.
Excellent.
The T-shirt will be available for purchase by the end of this end of this show.
Wow.
And for anybody who
Jersey
thinks
City
Matt is
pride.
kidding,
With the Big Persimmon.
I'll take one.
as we go into round 2, I want to let everybody in the stream watching that we do this show for free. However, it is augmented by your donations and participation because both of our contestants are playing for a charity of their choosing. So, Dan, what charity are you playing for tonight?
Yeah, so I'm playing for a charity called Not One More Vet, which is an organization that's dedicated to preventing and raising awareness on veterinarian suicides. It's very dark, but
know that was a thing. Yeah,
it's very bad. Yeah, it's a very high rate of suicides in the field, and their organization that's dedicated.
And you
to
said veterinarian
awareness.
suicides.
Veterinarians, yes,
Wow.
the dog, yes, dogs, cats, yes.
Oh, that's so. Oh,
It's
that
very
sounds like a
sad.
great organization
Yes,
because
it
that's
is,
like
yeah.
you've upped my awareness tonight. And Adi, who are you playing for tonight?
If I win, my money will be going to something in Boston and Massachusetts, New England, called the Annual Celebration of Grassroots Organizing. And it is a donation that will be funneled to 11 anti-racist organizations in the region, in the state, or in Boston.
Excellent. Nothing wrong with making it a regional nonprofit, so good on you. Okay. We've been going back and forth with who goes first because we can't get a clear leader here. So back to Dan. Round 2, game 1. Would you like A or B?
We'll go with A.
Okay. A, stealing it away from Adi. I am a reverse Pinocchio. Whenever I tell the truth, my blank shrinks.
What?
Okay.
I'm a reverse Pinocchio. Whenever I tell the truth, my blank shrinks.
That was supposed to be my question.
Well, if you had taken a clear lead, Adi, you could have decided which question you were going to pick first. Instead, you're just left with what's left. In the meantime, it's Dan's question. Looks like everybody's just about ready. So, question goes to you, Dan. What is your answer to I'm a reverse Pinocchio? Whenever I tell the truth, my blank shrinks.
I think I just have to go with the obvious and just say his nose shrinks.
All right, we said nose. Jaja, can you show me nose?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah.
So there's one. Lucas, what's your answer?
Well, since smell and taste are so closely connected, I went for tongue.
Although they are closely related, tongue is not exactly the same organ as a nose.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, Jay,
Yeah, John.
can you nose Dan ahead there? See what I did?
Well, I've known you a while, John, and I thought this question was about you since you read it in first person. And so certainly what I know and observed about you, beard. Your beard shrinks.
It
Your
does.
beard
My
grows
beard
and
does.
your beard shrinks.
Yes. It grows rather quickly, and sometimes I have to shorten it. Shear. That's the verb I was looking for. Okay, so we're at 1. Julie. Can you nose? Can you nose us?
I picked the right answer.
It is nose. 2 more.
I see what you did there.
Eric, what did you say for Dan?
Well, I got one I might want to throw to the judges. Because I'd
right.
say his nose shrinks.
You did say nose, you get the same.
Yeah.
That's the fun thing about quotes. When they're double entendres, they get to answer 2 ways. Rhea, what did you put down?
Why? Why am I the only one? There was shrinkage.
Yeah.
There was shrinkage. It was the
Well,
pool.
Eric was kind of with you, but also kind of not. So,
What is that? You kids get out of here. It's a private area.
yeah, Dan, you picked up 3 points in that round.
No children. No children.
Exactly.
No.
No.
Dan, you picked up 3 points, and that makes the score 4-1. I got that right, Matthew? And Adi, you need to pick up 3 points to tie, or 4 points to move ahead.
Because we are in game 2, round 1 was a tie. So whoever wins this wins these next games wins. So right now, Dan has samed with 3 people. So he will only be able to same with the next 3 people in round 2 of this game.
Aha.
So it goes now to Adi for first of round 1.
All right, Adi, your question B. The rug said, "I'm tired of people walking all over me." "You've got it bad," said the lamp. "I have to put up with blank." Let me read that again. The rug said, "I'm tired of people walking all over me." "You've got it bad," said the lamp. "I have to put up with blank." See, I did 2 voices there because there's 2 different characters. And I made one kind of like a grizzly old person, and the other one like a little more.
Yeah, it's like
fancy
your rug
pants.
sounds like I can't even think of the actor's name. Sam something.
Elliot?
Yes.
All right, there you go.
Yes.
Well, I could, by the end of the show, I if I shaved the rest of the beard, I could give you even better Sam Elliott. All right. Looks like everybody's in.
No.
Nope, not quite.
So many letters.
Yeah.
You could just take the doctor's approach and just like make the first few letters clear and then kind of trail off on the others.
Oh, it's messy enough, believe me.
And if you want to send us letters, you can go to our Facebook page.
Right.
Please don't send us letters.
All right, Adi. The rug said, "I'm tired of people walking all over me." "You've got it bad," said the lamp. "I have to put up with blank."
People yanking my chain.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well done there. All right. Jaja.
Okay.
Since I'm curious about your penmanship here, what did you write?
Well, people turning me on.
All right. I'm gonna defer to the judges on that one.
I mean, all the time. Every night.
What was the original?
The original was "yanking my chain."
We'll come back to you.
All right. Lucas, what did you put?
Oh, Jaja. I also wrote being turned on all the time.
All right. So that's 2 of those. Jay.
I as well have getting turned on.
Uh-oh. Depending on how the judges do here, we're either tied up or we are woefully behind. Julie.
The judges have said yanking the chain can be either turning on or turning off. We're still considering.
Okay.
I feel like my chain is getting yanked right now.
Dan was ready to
It's getting
fight.
yanked right now.
Well, there's a definitive yanking the
I said
chain. All
With the
right.
one definitive yanking the chain, we cannot accept turning
I'm sorry.
on and off.
I'm sorry. But not sorry. I was excited to write that answer down. And I also wanted to say yanking. It's a word I wanted to say.
See, I knew you had more stored in there.
did. Totally.
Eric, what did you put?
With quotation marks.
Yes.
We're definitely accepting that because we already established that whether it's a double entendre or not, it still fits. All right.
Everything fits in quotation marks.
Give us a scoring update there, Matthew.
That makes our score going into, after Rhea.
Oh, Rhea.
Here.
In your chain.
Fake.
I'm so sorry, Rhea.
I even remember the quotes this time. And drew a lamp.
And I'm going to say getting my chain yanked is the same as yanking my chain.
Yes.
Getting my chain pulled.
That makes going into the second half of this game, second half of this round, tied up 3-3. Back to you.
Well, I can't match with anyone now.
All right. Yeah. So I'm going to rely on Matthew to help me out, or just you people who've already samed with your contestant who gets to answer. So, game 2, round 2. And what was that score update, Matthew?
Tied up 3-3.
All right, so we go back to a D getting to pick which one he wants.
I'm going to take Dan's, and I'm going to go with B.
Oh, I see what you did there. All right, B. I think my doctor is a magician. She just pulled a rabbit out of my blank. I think my doctor is a magician. She just pulled a rabbit out of my blank.
So, if you raise your hand if you just matched with a D with the phrase yanking the chain. So that's Julie, Rhea, and Eric. So right now at D, you are trying to match with Amy and Jaja, Jay Rambo, and Lucas Clone.
That makes it easy. I wrote those people in columns. And that happens to match. All right. So, since Eric, Julie, and Rhea don't have to do anything for this question, what do you think of double entendres? Are they part of your regular speech?
I don't know what you mean.
Maybe.
I don't know. Why don't you give me more context?
Underpants.
What's going on?
Oh.
Sorry, we were just burning time while you guys were answering, Jaja. So now we will go to a D and say, I think my doctor is a magician. She just pulled a rabbit out of my what?
I wish I had a different answer, but I don't. Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha.
Out of
Hoo-ha's a good word.
Oh,
It does a lot of heavy lifting. There's a lot of things that qualify as a hoo-ha.
How did it work? Thought it-
So, Jaja.
Yeah.
Have you got a hoo-ha for a D?
I wouldn't say that it in that particular word association, but I have a purse.
Hey, with quotes and everything. That is the same.
The judges are taking that.
Yay!
Lucas, show us your hoo-ha.
I went French and I said derriere in quotes.
That
Oh,
is
with an
not the
accent
same
à
as
droite.
a hoo-ha.
Oh, so sorry, Lucas. The judges have ruled. Jay,
Yes.
we're searching for a hoo-ha for a D.
So Sounds like a sponsorship opportunity. I've got Heine.
Amy.
Not the same as a hoo-ha.
All right. Adi picked up 1 point there. And we go on to question A for Dan.
I just have to say I was so proud of my answer.
Out of a fat. Okay. I was just wondering what body part a fat was.
You've got fat. I've got fat. We all have fat.
I don't.
Unfortunately, that's true.
I'm super skinny. I just have my camera off for personal reasons. Back to you, John, because Jaja has a heart out.
Back on the rails. All right, Dan. Here's your question. David Blaine might have gone too far. He's going to spend 31 days locked in a blank. David Blaine, the quasi-magician, more of a social stunt kind of person, may have gone too far. He's going to spend 31 days locked in a blank.
Now raise your hand if you samed with Dan the last time.
But I want to
People who
answer
samed
this
with Dan the
question.
last time were Julie, Eric. Who else? There's one more same.
Who
I
saved
don't
with-
remember the question.
I think it was me.
Was it the
Yes, so
nose?
It was the nose.
Yeah.
So
All right.
Jay,
So we
Lucas,
got-
and Rhea are the ones trying to same with Dan here.
All right. You still thinking there, Lucas?
Oh no, I got mine.
Oh, you got yours. Okay. And Rhea's
Oh,
putting
I'm ready.
very pretty quotes around her double entendre. Dan, David Blaine may have gone too far. He is going to spend 31 days locked in a what?
No double entendres here. I'm just gonna go with a prison.
Locked in a prison. You must have done something awfully bad. Jaja, Amy.
Yeah.
What did Team Amy Jaja put?
We said preschool.
Nah.
Though people often compare it to prison, that is not the same. Lucas, what did you put?
It's actually similar to my last answer. I said purse.
Did you even write
Quote,
something new?
person.
And that was why I finished so early.
All right, Rhea, what did you write down?
I'm still channeling the last one. I went with hoo-ha.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Last answer.
Almost
I would
said
have.
it.
I would have given a bonus point of my own for his own hoo-ha.
I'm still channeling the last one. Hoo-ha.
Yes. Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Matthew. I think that means Adi has
Well,
won.
Jay still
the
has
game.
to. Jay
Oh,
still
Jay!
has to show their answer.
Jay, what did you write?
I put porta potty or honey bucket.
With that means Adi Heller has won the second round and won the game.
Hooray! We can do a little bonus round here. And this is a
We'll
this is a
save the
good
bonus round for later, so that way people with hard outs can take the hard out.
Oh, all right. And is that a hard out?
Yes.
Hard.
So we want to thank everybody for tuning in and joining us today. If you would like to go ahead and help us out here at the Fresnel Theater to keep those online and free for you, consider a contribution today. Links are in the comments as well as in the description for the video. You can Venmo us at Fresnel Theater, PayPal, info@FresnelTheater.org. But let's go ahead and let's thank our panel, Amy and Jaja,
Who just blanked out? Who just hardened out?
Jay Rambo, the incomparable Rhea Tortelli, the comparable Julie Sinkoff,
Dinger.
the humdinger Lucas, Eric Darrow Worthley, our winning impaired player tonight, Dan Hansen. But please consider your donation to the charity that he chose. And the winner tonight is Adi Heller. On behalf of everyone here at the Fresnel Theater, I'm Matt Russell. And this is your host, John Lascurettes. Good night, everyone.